Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, we break down the market using smart money concepts and real chart replays. In today's video, we're going to backtest another setup step by step and see how the market actually plays out. So, without wasting any time, let's get straight into the chart. So look, this wasn't just a replay trade. I took this on my live account. Price respected the order block, displaced in my direction, and I closed it at a 1 risk to reward. That's what happens when you wait for the right setup. A 1 to 10 risk to reward doesn't come from luck. It comes from patience, discipline, and trusting your levels, even when it feels uncomfortable to wait. The hardest part of this trade wasn't finding the entry, it was having the patience to stay in the trade and let it reach the target. When you have a tested system and proper risk management, you don't need to panic over every small move, you just let the trade play out. So now I'm going to switch on replay mode and take you through this trade step by step, candle by candle. I want to show you exactly how I spotted this setup and how I actually got into the trade. So what I'm going to do is start the replay from a little bit earlier, before the actual setup formed. And right now, looking at this, you can see the market is just doing its normal thing, going up, coming down, up again, that rhythmic movement in one direction. Nothing unusual here, just regular market behavior. But this is exactly where I started reading the chart. Directional bias isn't about predicting, it's about reading what price has already shown you. Okay, so I've already marked these swing highs and lows with these horizontal lines. Think of these as the hot zones where liquidity is sitting. So, the first thing we'd see here is that price pushed to the upside and swept the buy-side liquidity sitting above the range. But instead of continuing higher, price came straight back inside the trading range. So now I will forward the price again and see which way the price moves now. So here you can see that price again moved down and sweep the sell side liquidity and move to the upside and close the body inside the trading range. Even though we had that first sweep at the top, I didn't take it. Why? Because the market structure just didn't give me that clear shift I look for. But now that price swept the sell side liquidity. So, price just did a complete sweep on both sides. It grabbed the buy side liquidity first, then pulled a 180 and wiped out the sell side. It's basically cleared the board. Now I'm not just going to jump in here, I'm dropping down to the lower time frame. What I'm looking for is a clear change of character. You can see right here, I've got a clear break of that previous lower high, which gives me a solid change of character. This is my confirmation that the momentum is shifting. Okay, let's keep this replay going and see if I get that next confirmation. But hold on, look at this. The price pushed up, but the body closed right back down. There's no real power or momentum behind this move yet. So I'm not calling this a break of structure. As you can see, it just dropped back into the range, which means we're still stuck in this sideways move. So, I've marked this area right here as my order block. This is the exact zone where the price started its move up, and more importantly, it's the move that caused our change of character. Okay, so I let the price play out, and look at that, it finally broke through that recent lower high. We've got a solid break of structure now. But honestly, I'm still not seeing a clear entry here. I mean, yeah, I had order block zone, but look at the move, there's no clear fair value gap or any imbalance left behind. For me, that's a missing piece of the puzzle. So, I see another break of structure here in a new order block, but there's still no fair value gap. This usually means the big players haven't jumped in yet. Without that gap or footprint, I'm not convinced this move has enough power. I'll keep waiting. Alright, so after all that waiting, price finally broke through that lower high and gave us a clean break of structure with a solid imbalance behind it. This is exactly the setup I was looking for, and honestly, on my real trading account, I did the exact same thing. If you look at the lower time frame, you'll see the exact same thing happening. Price is making these steady higher highs and higher lows, slowly building its way up. It's not just shooting up in a straight line, it's moving in these waves, and that's how the market structure actually shifts. Once you start recognizing this pattern on the smaller charts, everything starts to make a lot more sense. It's all about seeing the trend develop piece by piece. Okay, so this last bearish candle right here, this is our order block zone. The reason this spot is so important is that it's where the big entries were actually placed. Think of it as the starting point of that whole move up. See this small gap between the candles? That's what we call an imbalance. The price moved so fast here that it left a hole behind, and usually the market likes to come back and fill these empty spots. Also, check this out, there's another big fair value gap right here. And as you can see, the price has already started to dip back down to fill it. It's finally making that move lower. So here's the plan. I'm going to set a pending order right at this extreme fair value gap. Why? Because it's sitting right next to my order block. For me, when these two zones are this close together, it becomes a massive confluence area. It's easily the most valuable spot on the chart for me. Now, I'll use the replay tool to show you this trade. I want to step you through it exactly as it happened when I was trading live on my own account. Now I'll show you how I calculate my lot size using this TradingView tool. I just click on my entry price and then on my stop loss level. The tool then tells me exactly how much I should trade so I don't lose more than I planned. Let's say I have $1,000 in my account. I only want to risk $10 on this trade, which is 1% of my money. This tool does all the hard work for me. It measures the distance and tells me exactly what lot size to type in, so I don't lose more than $10. Okay, so what I'm doing now is copying my entry, stop loss, and take profit levels directly from the TradingView tool. I'll then paste them into my buy limit order. This is the exact same process I followed for my real MetaTrader account. It's a super simple step, but it's really effective because it makes sure every single number is spot on. For my take profit, I'm going to target the most recent liquidity point on the higher time frame. I do this because I want to catch the full move and get the best possible risk-to-reward ratio. Instead of just picking a random number, I'm aiming for market is naturally drawn to. It takes more patience to hold for these levels, but that's how you turn a small win into a really significant one. I've finished setting up my profit level in the trade. You should also try this out by setting your own risk amount and practicing on past charts. This is called backtesting, and it's a great habit for anyone who wants to be a better trader. It's the best way to see if your strategy really works. Alright, so my buy limit order is now active. Everything is set up and ready to go. I'll play the chart forward now. Let's wait and see if the price hits our order and how it moves from there. And there it is. As you can see, the price dropped right into our order block and triggered my pending order. It's already pushing back up, so the trade is officially on. I've already got my profit target locked in, so I'm just going to move the price forward and watch it play out. It's a great feeling when the market respects your zone like this. So, let's see how it hits that target. And there we go. Price finally hit our profit target. This trade turned out to be a solid 1-10-10 risk to reward. Honestly, catching a move like this is massive. It can literally make your entire week or even your month. This is exactly why we stay patient and wait for the right setup. You don't need to be in the market every single hour. You just need one good trade like this to see real growth in your account. This is the power of high RR, risk to reward trading. Think about it, because I caught this 1-10. I could lose the next 9 trades and still be at break even. That's how you handle the psychological stress of trading. So, go open your own chart, use replay mode, and backtest this exact model a few times. Trust me, once you see it work with your own eyes, everything starts making sense. If you got value from this, drop a comment and let me know what you want me to break down next. I'll see you in the next one.